Hey everyone, Selena here, founder, host, lead educator with the ACA. I'm also the writer behind the patterns that you can view for free at American Crochet Association, like the single crochet basket. So if you're watching, come on over, say hey, say hello, tell me where you're viewing from. If you guys have any questions about crochet, about the single crochet basket, about the American Crochet Association, just let me know. As soon as I see your comment, I'll get right back to you, even if it's on the replay, I promise. So I love creating patterns that can be viewed for free at the American Crochet Association, specifically that teach very interesting, different, new skill sets that you can learn and try and just work on to build your crochet skills. So a couple of years ago, I came up with this particular pattern because it does have some really important elements to learn in crochet, and I've just updated the format of this particular pattern so that you guys can quickly and easily not only find those learning objectives, but you can also find and follow these instructions, and it's a really fantastic one to alter too. So again, change the format. The pattern is still the same great pattern, but there were just some things that I wanted to make sure you guys were not missing out on. So that's what I wanted to walk you guys through today. Okay. So one of the formatting updates that I'm doing with all the patterns that you guys can view for free at the American Crochet Association is that I'm putting in a table of contents. And that table of contents just gives you all of the different sections that you can find within this pattern. So where to find the pattern, if you just want to purchase it on Ravelry, you can quickly and easily find that and do that. And then all of the resources or the learning objectives for this. So if you just want to see other finished crochet baskets, I've got a link for you guys to view those. I do talk a little bit about how this pattern, here it is. Here's my teeny little, but it's watering day, so that's why I don't have a plant in it. But I talk about how this particular pattern is written in joined rounds. So it does have, you could probably see it maybe just, if you're a crochet professional, if you've done this before, if you've done a lot of these, you could probably see that this is my seam right here. That's where I join each round. So this particular pattern is written in joined rounds. It does have a seam. However, you can easily substitute that technique. You don't have to join the rounds. You can work in a continuous round in that continuous spiral to where you can just ignore where it says to slip stitch to join. You can work in a continuous circle, and I have a video tutorial for that worked in the single crochet stitch if you guys want to see it. So that's kind of one of those learning objectives that made me want to make this particular pattern, because so many people say, well, what's the difference between joined rounds and continuous rounds? How do I know when to swap them? What's the pros? What's the cons? So I mean, really just working up something like this, you can immediately see the difference. One has a seam, one doesn't. One is, just the design, how the stitches stack can look a little different. So, not every pattern can be, a one-for-one swap in terms of whether or not you join working in single crochet rounds like this. But, it's something you can totally check out and try if you want to. Okay, so again, video tutorial for that. Now, another reason I wrote this particular pattern is that I didn't want you guys to see this particular crochet basket with the little plant in it. And think, oh, well, that is the only thing this thing can do. Here it is. Here she is right there. This is her in her modeling era. I didn't want you guys to think, well, that's it. That's the only thing you can do with this. What I wanted to show you was that you can take the single crochet stitch. You can work it in rounds, whether they're joined or continuous, and you can crochet a basket using any yarn, any hook, and you can make your basket any size that you want. So really it's a choose your own adventure kind of pattern, because the things that I want you to learn are how yarn matters, how hook matters, whether or not you do something like join or work in a continuous round, how size matters. You can just make something really shallow like this. You can make it even more shallow. You can make it even longer. Here I followed the exact same pattern, different yarn, so it looks a little bigger, but I also made look, these are different. Right? They're a little different. So this one is larger because I made the size larger, but then I also made the sides longer, and then I folded it over. You don't have to fold it over, but again, that's kind of what I mean. It's a choose your own adventure. So some of the things you're going to get in this pattern is I walk you through what it means to use any yarn, use any hook, crochet any size, and how you can measure as you go to make the exact size that you need. So the thing that's cool here is a little tip that I have here about how to measure crochet hat sizes. That's if they're worked from the top down, because so many times we're working something, it is a circle and all you see is that circle and you're like, you know, I think I'm done increasing, or I'm not sure if I'm done increasing. How can I measure this? Where do I measure this? And then how do I calculate that to know what size this is going to make? So I've got not only a calculation, which is quick and easy. So you can either go, I want to make a 22-inch size around. How big should my circle be? Or this is the size of my circle. How big is it going to be? So in either case, you can use this little equation. I have a free calculator tool too, and you can check that out. So again, the calculator tool is for crochet hat sizes. This is a basket. Could this basket be a hat? Sure, you could absolutely turn this into a hat. I mean, look, we're already halfway there. I mean, this would fit some people, right? So just by using a different yarn, different hook size, measure as you go, you can absolutely, this crochet plant basket or whatever you want to make, it could also be a hat. So definitely check out this easy tip. Again, there is a calculator tool, and I think that it's going to give you everything that you need so that you can crochet any size you want. I know I've said that like 87 times, but like that's the point I want to hone in here. That's the thing that's really important. If you like this crochet basket and you want to see other crochet baskets that I've shared at the ACA that you want to view for free, I've linked a few of them. Some of these may be familiar. I've talked about them in the past, so definitely click on over and check them out. And then I've gone through and I've added in even more information about not only the yarn that I've used and where you can find it. I've already looked into yarnsub.com, so you can easily click on over and see how to substitute this yarn. And if you just want to learn more about yarn substitution for this or any other crochet project, then I've got a quick and easy article for you. If you'd like to use a substitute, I do have some yarns already linked. Again, you can just click on these and find them on the internet, and that way you guys can just, you know, get a 1-for-1 swap if that's what you're looking for. Tools, gauge, finish size, stitch guide with video tutorials for each one of these. If it's an underlined resource, it either, you know, gives you more information or a video tutorial, so check that out. This pattern does use the adjustable loop, magic ring, whatever you want to call it. So if you're interested in learning that technique and trying it out on something like a basket, definitely check out this video tutorial. All right, another thing that I have done that I think you guys like, it's something that I keep doing. This is how I format the patterns that you can view for free at the American Crochet Association website. This is not how our PDF patterns are. So all of the different sections of the pattern, I mean, this is a one-piece pattern. There's no fastening off. You can if you want to, particularly to change color or something like that, or change yarn. But what I do for this, just for viewing purposes, is that they're all bullet points. And that way you can see, okay, this is round 1, this is round 2, but there's also a bullet point associated with that. So it's just kind of one more visual aid to help you, you know, read and follow whenever you're looking at instructions like this, like on the internet. You know, this is what it would look like from if you were viewing from a smartphone. So, I mean, really, that's such a nice indicator for me. And if you're viewing on something like a tablet or a desktop, you know, it should be friendly on any device that you're looking at. Okay, so I've sectioned things based on the base. This pattern is a choose your own adventure, so you do not have to follow all of these different rounds. Again, this is a very much a measure as you go kind of thing. So you can follow all of these rounds, but depending on the yarn that you use, the size is going to be completely different. So if you're using thread and you work all the way up to round 25, you might have a basket that's this big. If you're using jumbo and you go all the way up to round 25, that thing's going to be like a beanbag. Like, it's going to be huge, which would be really fun to see. I would absolutely love that. So as you are working up your single crochet stitch basket, if you guys have any questions, if you just want to show your little swatch of your base, if you want to show your finished project, definitely keep us posted on Ravelry. That is not only a fantastic place for you to keep track of your own crochet resume, but it's a great place that we can all click on over and view other finished projects like these. So here are just other people who have worked this pattern up. They've made it in different yarns, different colors, different sizes. I mean, it's a pretty cool, pretty inspiring little project. If you really want some information about what yarns people are already using or what yarns they have used, how those yarns worked up, these are all the yarns that have been linked to Ravelry projects so far, like Just Hemp. That's what I use. That's this one right here. I thought it was a fantastic yarn. Rowan Denim. Let's see, Peaches and Green, Premier Yarns Just Cotton, Yarn B Cotton XXL, just to name a few. And again, this is how they work up. This is how they look. You can make them in solid colors. You can make them stripe. You can make them color block. I mean, just have fun. You can do whatever you want to match your decor, match your plants, use up your stash, whatever you'd like to do. These, side note, I have worked up this pattern before to make a toy basket for my kid, and it was about like this big by like this big, and I did fold it over. Really enjoyed that. So it can make something like, you know, a toy basket for your kids, like a gift basket, like just, it's such a fun project. It really is. All right, guys, and I think that's it. I think that's everything that I wanted to show you and tell you about the single crochet basket. The pattern instructions are exactly the same, have not made any updates there. I just wanted to walk you guys through why this pattern is here, why I wrote it, the different learning objectives that I've incorporated here just to help you learn more, build your skills, try different techniques, and walk away with a cool project that's not going to take all your yarn or your time or anything like that. And again, cannot wait to see what you guys work up. So keep us posted either on Ravelry or in our Facebook community because it's free, quick, easy. Anybody can join and anybody can share their projects like this one here. All right, everybody, that's all I got for you guys today. Peace, love, crochet. See you next time. Bye-bye.